Hi, I'm Kelly,
Hi, I'm Rudy.
and we are Conscious Partnership. And, thank you so much for taking this moment and this time to connect with us and to really connect with yourselves as well. We want to really acknowledge you for being a couple that is reaching out, seeking support, and looking for some guidance. We know firsthand as a married couple how challenging relationships can be. And we also know that most partnerships are suffering in some way, and not everybody is seeking out, looking to make movement or shift something. And so, just you taking this time to watch this video and the effort that you're putting into looking for someone is so beautiful, and you really deserve to be acknowledged for that.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for just your commitment to wanting to transform your partnership, whatever's going on in your lives right now. So we really created this video to help any couple that is interested in working with us, that you understand who we are, you understand our work, because it is unique. We're a couple, and it's a beautiful process that we have, and we'll explain it in a minute. But we just want to make sure that in your journey, looking for someone to work with or looking for a couple to work with, that you feel a connection, that you feel like it's a right fit. So that's why we created this video, to make sure that we explain who we are, how we work, and just the details of that, so you can sit with each other and really think about, does this feel right for us?
And that's the most important piece, is to really feel deeply connected to who you're working with. We see people over and over again who have spent time and money and investing, and it's just not being the right person or the right philosophy or right practice. And so that's why we're spending this time to really share with you who we are, so that you can feel into your body, feel into your heart, feel into your gut. Are these the people that we really resonate with? Can we hear them?
That's right.
And all of that good stuff. And
That's
so
right.
just know whatever you're dealing with, there's a way out, and that is the truth. And what it takes is two people willing to show up for themselves and, be on a journey together. And sometimes it's one person who's willing. And what I will say is, whoever is willing to do the work in a partnership will receive the benefits. And that's just the truth.
Yes.
And so yeah.
Absolutely. We only see opportunity in any situation with a couple. That's it. That's our belief system. Just to give you a little bit of insight of who we are generically, is that we, have been collectively working in the field of coaching, counseling for 30 years, and exclusively been working with couples for 5 years. That has been our mission, our goal, our deep commitment to this process. And we love it, we're passionate about it, and we're deeply dedicated to that.
Yes.
So you should just know kind of generally that what we do is under the umbrella of coaching. There's elements of counseling, there's elements of therapy. We have a perfect blend. I was trained as a therapist, she was trained as a coach, and we really, have a very unique blended process. And maybe we can talk about a little bit about what that looks like, right?
Yeah, so what's beautiful, and unique, is that there are two of us, and we are a married couple. And, just to be really open and transparent and vulnerable with you, is that, he and I both have been working on ourselves individually through therapy, through transformation, through many modalities
For
before
years.
we even had met one another, and working in the field. So by the time we came together, we thought we were set. We're ready for partnership. We have worked it all out, and here we go. And then it was, what is happening? Because both of us had some very deep stuff come up in partnership, and what we understand now is that we can only do so much work on our own.
That's right.
It's in the closest relationships and in intimate partnership that some of our deepest triggers are going to arise.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is what we see over and over again with every couple that sits in front of us, is both people are triggered and don't really know that. And so each one is defending their experience, defending their point of view, and trying to get the other one to see it. And then this one is doing the same exact thing. And so both people are fighting to be heard and to be seen and not getting anywhere. And the reality is we're not really taught how to navigate these things and how to utilize these breakdowns as our opportunities to grow and to rise.
Yes.
We were not taught that, and we didn't really have any strong reference points.
That's right.
Any reference points really for what that could look like.
Mm-hmm.
And so our process has really been birthed out of, yes, a lot of our professional training and experience, but also and mostly deeply from our personal experience and our challenges as a couple. And what we have found is that, all of these moments of friction are really these beautiful gifts in awful wrapping paper, right? It's like the gift that you get and you're like, I don't like this gift. I want to return it. It's terrible. Do you have the receipt, the gift receipt? But when we really start to understand how to open up the package, what is inside is the most amazing, beautiful treasure that you could ever imagine.
Just to even see, to believe, to understand that it's actually the greatest gift that's being handed to you. That right there is what we are constantly trying to influence couples in understanding, to see that like it is your greatest gift that's being given to you right now. And it is wrapped in funking paper because, when we're triggered by each other, it feels horrible. But doing the work actually is open something deep in you.
Yes.
Whatever you're going through. So it's an opportunity to free yourself from something that has maybe not been fully processed. And anyways, our whole process, we get into that. That's something that goes deep and wide within the process. And so it takes time.
It does take time. But we get to the root.
Yes,
and that's what we really want you to know is that, there are a lot of different practices and modalities, like lots of things, and you could get tools to strengthen your partnership. That we do have a lot of those. But if we don't get to the root and dissolve some of that original pain that is being brought into the relationship on each side, then the strategies and the behaviors are not, in our experience, so sustainable. And so we get to that root and we dissolve it so that there is a liberation experience that happens for each person.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you. So, maybe we'll take the time right now to share how we operate. So we're a married couple, we're two of us, which is a very unique process, which allows us to have a unique experience with you guys. And so when we work with couples, what we do is 1 week we meet the four of us, so like the two of you and the two of us. And what that allows is there's a balanced approach. There's the feminine experience, there's the masculine experience. Yes, we're coming from the same maybe operation of how we see things, but we still have our own different perspective. And that's shown in the group process. Then we rotate to an individual session. So usually the women meet with the women and the men meet with the men. And then we rotate back to the group session. What that really does is, a lot of couples that we come, they say, oh, I have an individual therapist. Yeah. And they each have an individual therapist, and then they see a group like a relationship therapist. And it's all fragmented. There's no communication. None of them talk to each other. None of them are working together in concert to really help the whole process. While this is an integrated approach, we're constantly bringing the next information from one week to the next. It's always integrated, and so it's a beautiful, beautiful process.
Yes, and so we rotate like that, and we found that it is just the most effective way to go through a journey, because 1 week we're looking at what happens, comes up in the relationship. We take it into the individual. We get a deeper understanding and perspective, and then it gets to be brought back into the group. And so the rhythm and the momentum of that really help to generate a deep and profound change. And what we also know, and this is just from our experience, is that this takes time and it takes a commitment. And so we don't do session to session anymore. We used to it sometimes, and we just realized that it was wasting time and money for people, because to really transform something, it takes that. It takes the time and it takes the commitment. And without that, there's not going to be really any huge things that change. And so we're committed to results. That really is our practice. And to really see that manifest, we know that it takes that commitment and time. So we work in 3 months, 6 months, and year-long packages. And you will see on the website, you can look at each package and see how many hours, what the commitment is with your time, and also financially. And it's really important to sit with yourself and check in about, what it is that you might feel like you're needing right now. And we'll tell you that 3 months is just enough to scratch the surface. So if you don't have a history of doing, work on yourself or transformation, it might be a longer journey for you, and that's just the reality.
Yeah.
If you've been working on yourselves for a long time and you're both deeply aware, but you're stuck in a cycle, you might be able to really shift whatever it is in 3 months.
Yeah.
And so it is checking in and looking and seeing what is the best fit for you, right?
Yeah. Either way, it's our foundation work 3-month package. And someone who signs up for a year package, they're really committed to really transforming at the deepest level, because it's a long time to commit to something, and when we commit to something that in a big way, you see the results.
Amen.
So what we offer is we just stand for the commitment of transforming partnerships. That's what we stand for.
Yeah.
That's what we do in our work every day in our own partnership. So that's what we stand for in our clients every day. Then we have a thriving practice. We're busy. So this is what offering this is really to attract a couple that is really interested in doing this work with us. We know that we're not the right fit for everyone. We're not saying that this is the only way to transform something, but we understand that we stand for something really big. And so if you're drawn to us, great. If you have an understanding now of how we work, great. Now, also, when you look at the website and really dig into the packages, get an understanding of like what, if you want to work with us, what feels right, like what my wife was saying. And then, really thank one another for even being on this journey and this process. Like, really look to one another after this call, after watching this just video, and really connecting to each other and saying thank you for doing this, for even seeking support right now. Because we value that it takes something for both people to do the work. Yes,
it really does. And the most beautiful experience is waiting on the other side of it. That's the truth. And no matter how uncomfortable it feels or hard it feels or messy it feels, it's so worth it. And it just comes down to both people being willing to face themselves at the deepest level. And that's the work that we do. So if you're not ready for that, we're not your people. If you are ready for that, then let's do this. If you're coming into this journey or process hoping that we're going to change your partner, we're not the right people for you. Because it really takes someone being willing to see themselves and transform themselves. And in the face of that, everything else becomes possible.
Yes.
And we hold people to that. And so, we don't sit and watch people fight, or, it's just none of that. It's like coming in and so really feel us and hear us, that you will experience freedom and a lot of joy and a lot of connection and a lot of intimacy and all the things that you ever hoped the partnership could be. But it is going to require you showing up at the highest level. And so, we look forward to connecting with you potentially if this feels like the right fit for you and we feel the right people. And if you've watched this video and you've looked at all of our packages and you're saying, yes, let's do this, let's get on a call to connect, to really explore what it is that's going on in your world that you're looking to transform and become free from.
Yeah, because what we'll do at this point, like what my wife is saying right now, is if you're looking at all our website, you're hearing everything we're saying, and you want to work with us, and it feels like a right fit, then great. Let's get on a call. We're going to spend about 15 minutes to really connect to what's going on in your partnership, what your vision is in creating something, since you already know how we work, and then getting started. That's what we're here for. And so we're so grateful that you're watching this. We're so grateful for you wanting to transform your partnership out in the world. We need more of it, and we're thankful that you're out there.
Yes. And so keep on the path, whether it's us or someone else. Keep on the path. It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Blessings. Bye.